12 hours after the hurricane hit, we found ourselves as being volunteer central for the entire county on our campus here. Huge responsibility as we were taking thousands of volunteers and helping them hook up with the thousands of needs that were in our county.
I had an incredible opportunity this morning to go out to the Ribault area and to deliver 2 pallets of water to a small community. Many of the residents in that neighborhood are still without power.
Our unique situation was we had damage at the church as well as obviously in our community. About 20% of our church ended up coming out that very first week to either clean up our church and put that back together to get out into the community and really try to make a difference.
I got to see a lot of unity happen amongst churches in St. Johns County. One story that really just stood out to me was Mr. Horton. And Mr. Horton, him and his wife, they're in their 80s. They had a number of trees down. They have a huge property, and they also have a son, and his son is 50 years old. And when he was a baby, he had a seizure, and as a result of that now has some handicaps. And they weren't able to take care of their yard themselves. And so we got the opportunity to go over there and to cut down trees, pick up brush. And it was so cool to see so many people from Christ Church, but then also other churches working together.
We began focusing specifically down in Middleburg off the Black Creek, where we learned that 1,200 homes were flooded, some 15 to 30 feet over the homes. We were thrilled to discover that we were able to do 135 homes to mock out those homes. We had more than 1,500 volunteers who came through the center.
God has orchestrated the ability for us as a church to be His hands and feet by partnering with many people to be able to provide just the necessary items.
We had neighbors helping neighbors, we had coworkers helping coworkers, and it went way beyond just kind of the church activities that we planned. And I think our community got to see the hands and feet of Jesus at work.
They still have damaged sheetrock and flooring. Many of their appliances and furniture has been ruined, but have not gotten any help with any of that yet, and looking forward to seeing how we as a church might be able to further our help with them.
I had read a statistic that said that an average volunteer who works for a whole day contributes about $1,000 to the homeowner who they're helping. And if you just take those 1,000 of those volunteers and you take that $1,000 number, conservatively, we put $1 million back into Black Creek.
Maybe the best thing that can come out of this is that doesn't just happen in tragedies, but it's something that can happen on a regular basis.
We got to see a number of people that got to experience Christ for the first time. And it's not with our words that they got to experience Him, but it was with our actions. And I think that's what matters the most, is when people see us acting and being the hands and feet of Christ, that's what draws them into Him.